Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate Prowler Only. Last time we hunted Lao Shan Long and drove it away from the fortress. This time we will be starting our G3 key quests once we get up to the quest board. He's going to congratulate us, tell us we have some more maps in G rank, and of course new monsters. Our first quest we'll be taking is, I believe, the Boiling Desert, or the Broiling Desert, if I can speak. That's a tongue twister. Gonna go ahead and take it. Since we do have our Dragon Halberd here, it's going to be decent at the very least against Glavenus, since he does have a slight weakness to Dragon, though he is weaker to water in general. Alright, our boomerang buffs are up, and Glavenus. I did forget to unequip earplugs, because it's not going to be as important for this fight, but it's fine. It'll give us some free damage now and then. Glavenus, I don't remember any specific, maybe a double tail flip. We have already fought Hellblade before, so I'm going to probably be thinking about Hellblade's moveset a little bit. He does not do the double tail spin. That is a Hellblade thing, so you'll only have to deal with the massive one. And other than that, he's just a lot faster than he normally is. He has a couple of new attacks, like I said before. They all do in G rank, but not really anything noticeable yet that I've seen. Of course, his projectiles are also a lot larger. Here's that double jump. Again, I don't remember if high rank Glavenus had that, or if Hellblade even had that. Go ahead and dodge into this tail sweep here. See what he's gonna do. Just gonna kind of back up, okay? There's a little flame burst there. It's gonna explode once it hits the ground. Here comes another tail slam. We're actually out of range of it, which is nice. Remember, attack at the tail base if you want to hit the head, because normally that's where he will move his head after an attack. So it's a pretty easy way to predict where his head's gonna be. Here comes this. Hopefully it doesn't explode. Okay, good. Here comes another tail slam. We'll just dodge into it. Has a very wide hitbox, but it is very precise. All right, there's another explosive burst, so we're just gonna wait for that. And we'll go ahead and just get some free shots off while he is growling at us. We're at 5. I think we'll actually go for a Mega Boomerang once we get the chance for that. See what he's gonna do here. He's just gonna spin, so we'll go ahead and throw out a Mega Boomerang. He should look at us. Never mind, he's gonna shoot that explosion, or explosive. All right, here comes a double tail slam. Unfortunately, do get comboed by it. Should have waited a little bit longer for the second one to come out, but that's fine. He's gonna bite at our cats here, so we get some free damage off. Another roar comes out, so we'll be able to get some free damage. Go ahead and go for a spin. Did not quite hit though, he did move away. See what he does now. Just walking towards us into a running bite. So we'll kind of position behind him there. There's another flame bite. And an explosion. So we'll just wait that out. See what he's going to do. Big tail slam like a great sword charging. Attacking at the tail base will give us our head that we're looking for. Little greedy throwing that second boomerang out, but our cats are healing us up pretty fine, so we're good. Go ahead and dodge into the explosive. Make sure we get out in time though. Here comes a slam. We'll dodge into it. Strike that tail, and then go for the face. He will turn around and face our cats though, so it won't really last for too long. Go ahead and use some soothing rolls since I'm getting a little greedy with damage and taking quite a lot of it. We'll back up here, see what he does next. Okay, just another explosive, so we'll go ahead and attack the face there. Here comes another tail slam. Remember, attack the base, you'll hit the head. Most of the time, you might hit the arms if you're aiming too close to the base. A couple more boomerangs there. He's gonna tail slam once. Means we can counterattack pretty easily there. And remember, if you do enough damage to the head or the throat while it's heated up, you will get a pop. We haven't been getting that though. It is G rank, so he is going to have decently more health and be a lot harder for us to actually attack. We'll just let our anger state iframe through that, and then we'll go ahead and just soothing roll again. Get through that. We did bounce off the tail, which is something, but not really too worrisome. We did break the head too, which is nice. All right, he's going to shoot at us, so we'll dodge into that. Counter with one boomerang. He's gonna actually, okay, we get the pop, that's nice. Our cat is also giving us go fight win, so we will go ahead and toss out a couple of Mega Boomerangs here. Really nice first one. He's gonna get back up, so we'll toss the second one. Very good. Here comes the roar. We can actually get another one out then. Hopefully, yes, good. And we get a sub quest complete. Since he did flinch, I'll go for another one, but that did turn out to be a little too greedy, so we'll go ahead and just heal then. Wait for this, iframe that, very nice, and then we will go back to attacking. Throw a couple of boomerangs here, try to mix in some soothing rolls. I will try to also big boomerang once we get to where we're safe, which is right there. A couple more boomerangs there. Here comes another tail spin. Go ahead and just dodge through that, very easy. A couple more here, go for a spin on his face. Wait for him to spin here. We're actually not in range of it, so we can just position out of the way. He's going to sharpen his tail and heat it up. That's good for us. That means we get another good hit zone. All right, we'll see what he does next. Tail slam. Swipe that out. It's already not heated anymore, surprisingly, but that's fine. All right, good. Just a couple of bots. Go ahead and spin. Actually do a lunge. Didn't mean to actually do that. Go ahead and apply piercing boomerangs, and looks like he is leaving to the next area. Nice flinch. Actually, I flinched him out of his big tail sweep, so that's good for us. We're getting a little greedy, though, so let's not overstay our welcome completely, and he'll go for another one. We'll just get it range here. Stay safe. Make sure we actually press the dodge button in case it does hit us, but we were actually quite far out of range there, so we were going to be fine anyways. All right, we'll see what he does next. Wait for it. All right, just a roar. Be able to punish that pretty easily. Probably should be getting closer to the tail since it is heated up, but I'm fine going for the face. He's now hitting the head up anyways, so that's good for us to just go for the stagger. Wait, see what he does. He actually shot a fireball at the Apsaros there. All right, good. Go ahead and attack that tail base. Got the face for free. And looks like he is maybe... Okay, just repositioning. That's fine. Here comes a fireball. Okay, that's fine. Stay at range there. Don't know if that's supposed to be like mucus or what. Very interesting thing for him to shoot out. That's gloopy. Wouldn't really know exactly what that is. Get another flinch. He is exhausted, so we'll go ahead and go for a mega boomerang. Gonna wander away. And I really don't think it would have been better to go for water here, since this weapon just has much higher raw than all of our other weapons so far, due to that white sharpness just being so nice. He's gonna tail slam here, so we'll dodge into that. Don't really need the camera. Once you get the feel for Glavenus's attacks, it's actually pretty easy to dodge and counter them, as long as you're not being too greedy. I believe we actually broke the back there. That's pretty nice. He's just doing some fireballs here, but he's exhausted, so we can't shoot them out. We're going to go for some free hits with our Mega Boomerang. And looks like he's going to dig to the next area. All right, he's still exhausted, so he's going for Benkai here. Actually, looks like he's enraged now, so we'll go ahead and get some Mega Boomerangs off. That'll be pretty nice. Get hit by the bot, but that does just have a little bit of flinch there, so you will be able to just safely adept the actual tail slam. I believe you can probably actually just evade it regularly, too, by positioning, so that's pretty nice. Go ahead and move to the right here. See what he's going to do next. Just another little grapple stomp that will put you on the ground, and he will start to attack you from there. You'll have to do a little mash mini game. See what he does next. Just a little bite. That's fine. We're not taking too much damage. We have all of our buffs up. Go ahead and go for the face here. Oh, actually, our cat gets the flinch on him. That's pretty nice. It's going to go after you now since he did do that. Unfortunately, you... Oh, wait, no, he's going to go for an armor horn, actually. That's pretty good. Just kind of dodge out of the way of the range of that attack at the very least. We'll see what he does next. All right, just a bot. We'll be able to counter that pretty easily. It's going to actually bot towards us, so that lets us spin. That's very good. Another tail slam. We'll go for another spin here. Not really close enough for spins to actually be working. It's a little, I think that's called a flame chakram in Monster Hunter Stories. I believe I've said that before too. But he just shoots a little wave of fire out with his tail. Spins around, looks at Benkai here, so we'll be fine. He's going to roar. Not really sure why I'm dodging the roars. I forget I have earplugs a lot of the time. All right, be careful. See what he does next. There's a stomp. Just go ahead and do some boomerangs there. Spin into him. There's Barioth showing up, and Glavenus is trying to limp away. Curious where he's going to go digging in that spot. Turns out he went to Area 4. This is Glavenus's nest spot. It's a pretty unique nest spot. I don't know of many other monsters. Maybe Rajang, but I don't even know if this is his nap spot. There's a couple. I think Devil Joe, since he is also a Brute Wyvern, but I don't think that's necessarily the correlating feature of this nest spot here. Gonna go ahead and just keep throwing Mega Boomerangs out. We get another break, which is pretty nice. We're gonna get hit by a tail slam unless the Mega Boomerang that was already hovering kills him. So there's Glavenus. Not really too bad. That weapon actually is doing quite a decent amount of damage for G-rank standards. So yeah, I'll go ahead and cover him up and meet you back at base. All right, now that we're back at the base, we're gonna go ahead and make our Glavenus weapon, our finally pretty good, decent G-rank fire weapon. 180 raw for the boomerang, and then a white sharpness with 16 fire. Not too terribly large of amount of fire, or large of an amount of fire, but it'll work in a pinch. Also, I believe it has 10% affinity. That's what it looks like, possibly. Yeah, I think that's what it is. On the brat side, it is only one less raw than the Sealed Dragon Halberd on the boomerang side, because the Sealed Dragon Halberd is actually a melee weapon, but the raw is pretty decent for a boomerang at this point in the game. So we'll go ahead and make that real quick. There we go. We'll go ahead and equip that. And then for the armor, it is the exact same as the Laotian Long armor, and we had plenty of Glavenus parts, so we're going to go ahead and just start equipping that on our Pelicos. Now for the body armor. Go ahead and equip that on them, if I can menu correctly here, and give you that. We're not going to make it for our main cap because Ibuki, I believe is what it's called, because we already have the Laotian Long armor. I believe that just got put to the box. We'll go ahead and equip those all real quick, and then we'll go ahead and look at our next quest. Alright, so we have the option of taking on the rest of the Fated Four right now, but we're going to go ahead and move on to Barioth first, because Gammoth doesn't usually give the best weapons. They do have Ice Element, but a lot of times they're low sharpness, so we don't really want that. And since Barioth is a key quest anyways, we're going to go ahead and do that one first, and then lead into the rest of the Fated Four instead. And we'll go ahead and take the quest. Alright, our buffs are up, and Barioth is definitely one of the more challenging monsters at this level. He is very quick, and remember the special mechanic he has with his ice grips, where you want to break those arms before you actually really start digging into the DPS spots, because once you break the arms, you'll have a lot more trouble moving on the ice, which is really nice. Until then, he's going to be very fast, and you definitely want to wait out his combos because he has quite lengthy ones. Like you see here, we've already lost an acorn because of it. It's very easy to get greedy with this guy because he kind of fakes you out, looking like he's going to taunt or just kind of have some downtime, and then he'll immediately whip out something that you can't really immediately dodge. Wait and see what he's going to do here. Just a tackle, so we'll go ahead and dodge into it. His tracking is also a little weird too, and sometimes if they're larger, it's going to be harder to dodge to the side. And you'd rather just dodge into it. So what he does, he's going to be in the air here, and he'll swoop down. He's going to go ahead and hit our cats first, so that's fine. Dodge to the right here, very nice. I want to say Thunder Element's also pretty decent on the arms. While the arms don't take a lot of raw, they do take decent element, and I think Thunder Element is one of those. Actually, weaved right in between his arms there. That was not intentional in the slightest. Alright, he's going to whip his tail around there. Remember to bring ice resistance if you're really having trouble with those ice attacks, but he's kind of a good mix of ice and physical damage, so I wouldn't overcommit to ice resistance here. If you're going to suffer on your actual physical resistance, then just use whatever's strongest at this point. Hunters are going to have a lot harder of a time actually building armor sets than cats do, so you don't really get the luxury of deciding your elemental resistances. Just gotta know which attacks you really need to avoid and which ones you can kind of be a little bit more risky around. Actually tackled me there. Again, these attacks have a lot of range on them. Actually have non-stick fur since I did opt for element attack up instead of critical up large. So it's gonna do here. In fact, I probably could have dropped critical up small and just equipped critical up large, but I don't remember these little combos sometimes. Go ahead and keep going for that right leg there. We're gonna have to apply all of our buffs again though, unfortunately, but that'll be fine. Alright, these arms are actually taking quite a bit to actually break down, but our cats have given us Go Fat Win, which is pretty nice. We'll go ahead and look for a chance to use Mega Boomerang. We actually get this off pretty easily. And since both of our cats use Mega Boomerang, we'll actually have some good decent targets for him to go after. Hopefully this gets out in time. Well, the actual other Mega Boomerang saved us and flinched him in time. He'll go ahead and roar here. I tried to press B there, but I kind of gripped my controller too tightly and hit R and Y, which canceled out our Mega Boomerang, so we just wasted a bar of gauge there. I'm really going to try and focus this one arm. He's moving perfectly to move around it. Alright, we'll try this again. Maybe, just maybe, we can get one of these arms broken and topple him over. There we go, finally. I'm not going to aim for the other arm yet until he gets back up so we can maybe get a flinch or another knockdown. You see he is now actually just sliding around and, you know, losing his footing, which is the point like we had last time in high rank. It's just that part breaks are definitely taking longer in G rank because, you know, there's quite a bit more health to chew through. Keep going for some boomerangs here, see what he does. Just to jump back, he is going to pounce though. And we actually broke the head too, which is pretty nice. Get a little too greedy there. Again, this monster really punishes greedy hunters because he's not going to let up too easily. See what he does next. He's just kind of attacking there here, so we'll throw a boomerang and wait for him to throw out another attack. Very good. Just another spin, kind of away from us, so we're fine. We'll dodge under that little pounce there. Go for this arm while it's in front of us. Spin on the face as he turns around. It's going to be in the air now and shoot out an ice cyclone, and we'll be able to go for this other arm. Kind of dodge away from that tackle there and keep going for this left arm. That's his left arm. Keep going for it. He's going to turn around again. We'll wait for his attack. Yep. Even whenever he lands, you want to make sure he's not just going to combo something else, because he can very easily do that and punish you pretty hard. Finally break. We break the other arm, but he is flying away, and he was right in the middle of that getting ready to take off animation, so it did not knock him over. If this were in World or Rise, it probably would have actually knocked him over, but since it's GU, it's a little bit more rigid in how it handles things, so it's not going to knock him over. Unfortunately, a bit of a waste of a topple there, but it'll be okay. We'll go ahead and apply piercing boomerangs and keep fighting him. And yeah, be very careful when he does enter the zone, because he can combo that into just a little ice spin from the air. And once he does get into this area, area 6, or I think any just kind of walled in area, he can start doing some acrobatics on the walls and attacking you from there. So pretty, again, he's very flexible for what we've really been fighting before. Definitely feels like a step up from, you know, the bull drones and stuff we have been fighting. He's going to do a hip check here, so we'll very easily just slide under it. Very nice. He's going to go for a roar. We don't have earplugs anymore, so we can't do that. Unfortunately, did not register my R and Y input, so we are going to, unfortunately, miss that Mega Boomerang. See what he does next. Just another hip check. We'll go ahead and throw a couple boomerangs at the face. Go ahead and spin. He's going to actually flinch again, since he did just try to take a slide. Gonna shoot that ice cyclone out. We'll be able to dodge away from it and get his face. Dodge closer to his body when he does the ice cyclone, since he can't really shoot it down immediately. We're gonna hopefully get this Mega Boomerang out. He's going off in a weird direction. Maybe he will chase us into it. Yes, he did. Very nice. Maybe we can get another one out. No, not quite. I really need to remember to not be too greedy with this guy, because again, he's very fast. Even once you break his claws in G rank, he's still decently fast. He's gonna go ahead and jump around there. I remember in 3 Ultimate, the weapons I like to use against this guy is Lance, just because it's really easy to get up against his legs and just start charging into them. I'm sure that's probably a pretty decent tactic here, but you also just have all of the styles that you can use, and that's going to make it easier. Another thing to note is that this seems to be a notoriously large Barioth, but I might just be forgetting, and you know, the cat camera ruining my sense of scale here, because cats make things seem a lot larger. Go ahead and spin into the face again once we get under him. Looks like he's gonna roar, but it's just kind of an exhausted roar, so we'll go ahead and try to throw a Mega Boomerang out. Hopefully we get it. All right, don't miss it. Okay, we'll hit the leg. That's fine. Not too much damage, but it's okay. It's gonna actually run away here and probably look for some food. All right, we took the long way around, so he is going to get to chow down before we actually reach this, so we're going to lose some damage, and we're also not going to be able to stop him in time to keep him exhausted for a little bit. It'll be a-okay, though. We're getting used to the moveset and not really having too much trouble with him. Get past that roar there with an adept dodge. Throw a couple of boomerangs here. He's repositioning to a weird spot, but don't let that throw you off. We'll flinch after that little landing there. Go ahead and throw out another attack, and pretty much once you break those claws, that is his downtime. He'll get quite a bit of those, especially when he jumps in the air, so make sure you remember that and use that as your downtime instead of him actually just taunting, because he's not going to do that very much. Let him slide past us there. We will take some damage, though. That's fine. Should have turned my camera towards him. And we do have Ice Splat, so that means our slides are going to, or our evades are going to slide out. Just be very careful. Go ahead and throw a couple of boomerangs here. He is going to pounce on us, so dodge under it. All right, we'll go for another Mega Boomerang, maybe get it off. There we go, very nice. See what he does next. Just kind of skipping around here because it's Barioth. We know what it is. We get another topple, which is good. We'll go for the face here. It's decent target to actually pierce down the body, since his tail is a decent hit zone too, but you can't really do that on this slope here. I'm just wasting these. I need to remember, I need to wait for some downtime before I actually just keep attacking here. I'm probably going to lose this one again too. Okay, we need to stop, because we're probably fixing to lose another Mega Boomerang, or not Mega Boomerang, an Acorn. Of course, we'll lose another Mega Boomerang too if we get too greedy. He's going to taunt here, so hopefully we get this out. And this is kind of the downfall of Mega Boomerang. It does just take too long to get out sometimes. It would be really nice if you could just immediately throw it for less power, but unfortunately, that's not really a thing in the game. Go Go ahead and apply our boomerang buffs and chase him to where he goes next. All right, he's finally limping away after we lose our second acorn. I'm just really not. I said I was doing better against him, but I'm not. I'm not really used to the walled in attacks because he can do them pretty quickly, especially if you're not expecting them. So be careful. All right, hopefully we can take him out here. This is not his nest area. I don't remember exactly which his nest area is. I want to say maybe the one where Kushala sleeps, which is area 4, just kind of up at the very tip top of the mountain. But I could be wrong on that. I don't remember this specifically. Where are you going to go next, bud? He's just in the air right now, so we'll hold guard and see what we're going to do. Dodge into the little projectile on the ice cyclone, throw a boomerang out, dodge into the hit check, wait for another attack to go off before we apply our big boomerangs. That looks perfectly great. And we'll go ahead and see what he's going to do next. Hit check. Good. All right. Another roar. Go ahead and hit the face here. Now what's he gonna do? Okay, tackle. Just dodge into it. Throw a boomerang out there. Dodge into the hit check. And he's gonna once again limp away. We won't catch him in time, so we'll go ahead and just meet him in his nest. Turns out he sleeps in area 9. Not really a normal nest spot, so that's why I just kind of forgot it. Go ahead and try to angle this into his face, especially after he gets up. That did not go the angle I thought it would, but we perfectly get it in his face there, so that's perfectly fine for me, if I can say perfectly enough. And Barioth is down. Definitely the hardest hunt so far in G rank. So yeah, I'll cover him up and meet you back at base. All right, we'll go ahead and look at the Barioth weapon. Definitely going to be our best ice weapon so far. The Barioth Knife Cross has 175 boomerang attack and white sharpness with 15% affinity and 20 ice. Very, very, very decent for right now, especially if a monster is ice weak. So we'll go ahead and make that and we will equip it. And now that we have that, we'll go ahead and head out and take on our final quest. All right, and our final quest for the day will be Pinnacle Pioneering. Has us hunting an Astalos in the Ruined Pinnacle. Go ahead and take the quest and then head out. All right, Astalos. Remember, Astalos is a very crunchy once he gets his spots charged. It's always going to be the wings ahead and the tail. They are very, very good hit zones and a very, very candid spot for mega boomerangs. Very, very nice. It's going to go ahead and roar here. Remember, we don't have earplugs. They came out a lot quicker than I thought it would. That's fine, though. We've actually got quite a few buffs going here. Got our defense up and Palico Rally, too. Go ahead and see what he does here. He can still charge his head for some light attacks, but it'll immediately uncharge since he, used all the charge in just the attack. I believe it takes until he gets enraged for him to actually charge fully, though. Here comes the slam. We'll just try to dodge under him there. That has a pretty large hitbox, and it does look like he was charged. He was charged for, at the very least, again, that one attack, because his tail was charged for it, too. Here comes the little paralyzing stinger. If you're directly hit by the tail there, you will be paralyzed, but the surrounding explosion won't really do too much to you. See what he's going to do here. Just a wing slant or sweep, not slam, sweep. Go ahead and just keep throwing our boomerangs at his arms there, though. That's fine. Gonna go ahead and wait for him to actually charge up fully because we do have quite a bit for mega boomerangs. And, well, I don't know. It might be better to just expend them now because he doesn't really seem too prone to actually charging his head up, which would be really nice if he would. Again, missed the dodge on the roar there. I just expect that to come out a lot later than it does. Getting a little greedy here, but that does miss us. Slightly misses us, and then it grazes us as it goes past the second time. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Go for the wings again. Nice flinch. Since we did run out of our go fight win there, we will just kind of have to take it slow. I could go for the tail here, but I think I'm just going to keep going for the head. That would be nice. She does here. Okay, just do another wing slam. That's fine. Did run out of both of our boomerang buffs, so we'll go ahead and reapply those. And his head is finally charged. It took quite a while for him to actually do that. Again, I don't think that's specifically an enraged thing. I just think it takes him a while to do it. Especially in G rank, which makes a lot of sense because, again, if it's HP based, then, it will take him a lot longer to do things. Go ahead and dodge these wing slams here, and we'll go ahead and just counter with a couple of boomerangs. Go ahead and dodge these other two wing slams. That one will hit us. I'm not playing my best today, honestly. I'm getting way too greedy with attacks. Just try to dodge these little bolts here and then throw a couple here. See what he does next. He's just getting this out, so we'll dodge into the first one. And those actually split into 4, I believe. Can't really see it anymore, but that's fine. Looks like he's going to run away, maybe, possibly. Nope, he's getting ready for another attack. Going to do a tackle there. We'll be able to punish that pretty easily. We'll only throw one here and see what he does. Just an arm slam, so that's fine. And here comes another one. Again, don't get too greedy. I've been doing that way too much today. We get the subquest, which is for breaking his head, I presume. And that's pretty nice. We also break the wing, or broke one of the wings. Should break the other one, or the other one with enough time. So that will be pretty nice once we get that. And of course, more part breaks means more parts, and more parts means more armor, if you need them. We will for sure be making the weapon because it will be the best thunder weapon so far. We'll just kind of keep going for the wings here and see what he does next. Looks like he's still wanting to stay in. I'm surprised he's staying in this long, but I'm not going to complain about it either. I'd rather they just stay in one spot for these little quick matches here. All right, there's a slam. Oof, careful. Okay, this is fine. Again, he's not doing too terribly much damage to us, so not really too much to complain about. Looks like he's going to go for the big slam again. We're actually way too far out of range. Looks like he attacked one of our palicos there, which is pretty good. Keep going for this wing here. We actually get a part break on it, and we will be able to throw a mega boomerang out. It would be nice if we could break the tail, but I doubt we'll be able to do that this quickly. And also just getting too greedy with the mega boomerangs. I'm treating this like we're fighting lower tiered monsters, but we're not. We really need to make sure we have enough time to get that out. All right, we have go fight win again in quite a bit of bar, so hopefully we can get some more mega boomerangs out. Nice flinch there. We'll go for the... I think we'll just try to pierce down the body. Because if we hit the tail, that's great. I don't want to risk missing the wings and then just completely whiffing all of the damage from the mega boomerang. This looks pretty nice to go for the wings with, though. Very nice topple. And we'll just kind of pierce down the body again. I don't believe the tail charged. I think he is just completely uncharged. Actually, the tail is still charged. We'll get hit by the roar, though, unfortunately. But that's fine. We still got a decent amount of damage off there. Here comes another wing slam, so we'll counter that. Throw a couple out here. Nice flinch, nice flinch. Throw a couple here. Back into the air he goes. Gonna shoot out some of those beams. Just one. And he's gonna do the slam tackle. That's fine. We can counter on his tail, and his wings are actually charged again. So very good. Another nice spot for damage. He charges those wings quite a bit if I can, get past the voice crack. And now his face is charged, and hopefully it stays charged. Very nice. Get another topple, so kind of trade hits there, and we'll go ahead and throw another mega boomerang out on his face. This will be very nice damage if it lands, and it will. Actually break the charge on the face. Very nice. Here comes a slam. We'll wait and see if he's going to do another one. He did not, so we go for a big boomerang. Wait for his head sweeps there. Go for the wings. Remember, if you do get a stagger on the wings in the air, he will fall, so that is a nice thing to go for. Not the most consistent thing in the world, unless you are just 99% of the time just attacking the wings, but you don't always have to do that. He is turning slowly, so it does look like he's limping away, but I don't think he has that little health. It is G rank and scaled for multiple people. It's gonna roar here, so probably maybe jump back into the air. Not really. That's a Rathalos thing where it is consistent, and Rathian too, but Astalos doesn't always do that. Try and get under him there. Nice adept dodge, thankfully. And we can actually go for our piercing boomerangs once again and go back on the onslaught. He is fully charged, so we'll wait for these attacks to come out. Dodge that one. Remembering not to get too greedy. Here comes this little charge there. It does do a much wider area if his tail is charged. But remember, if you do get the stagger and break the charge on his tail while he is in that state, you will also get another knockdown because he is in the air. He's going to actually limp away, which is pretty nice. Again, the Fated 4 don't really have that much difficulty in G rank. Once you get their movesets down, like Lavinus went down pretty quickly, and so will Astalos here. All right, hopefully we can get him down here. Wouldn't be too surprised if he tries to immediately flee, though. I don't remember. This is certainly not his sleeping spot. That wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. I actually get a knockdown on him. Very nice. And since we have both of our boomerang buffs up, we'll go ahead and just toss this at the face. Gonna aim it where he does get the face up in the air once he does stand back up from the topple. Hopefully that comes around, and it does, and does a little bit more damage to him, just enough to kill him. So there we go. Astalos is down. Go ahead and cover him up and meet you back at base. All right, and once we get back to the hub, we'll go ahead and make the Astalos weapon, St. Elmo's Javelin. Very interesting name. For a boomerang attack, it is 170, so a little bit less than the Barioth knife, but you do get 20 thunder element and white sharpness. So about the same, you just get 5 less raw and 5% less affinity, I believe. So yeah, we'll go ahead and make that and then go back up to the main part of the hub. Alright, so there we go. There are 3 quests out of G3 done. That is halfway complete. Thankfully, they kind of balance out the amount of key quests you have to do in Generations Ultimate instead of Generations. Generations was crazy. You had tons and tons of key quests you had to do per rank, which got a little old time after time, but now you only get about 6 per rank, and then you'll be able to do your urgent quest and go to the next rank, which is much more balanced and easily digestible. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.